So do any examples come to mind that kind of epitomize what you're talking about there?
I'll give you one example. One of the people that we interviewed for the book is Mark Hoplamassian, who's CEO of Hyatt Hotels. Hoplamassian has a very interesting approach to this issue, which he encapsulates in a phrase that he borrowed, as he acknowledges, from Silicon Valley. And it goes something like this: version 0.5 beats version 1.0. And what he means by that is he wants his people in the Hyatt organization to be willing to try ideas earlier and sooner, to be willing to bet with their gut that they might have something that could work here, without having to worry about going through the usual gauntlet that most corporations have to kind of filter out ideas, which oftentimes inadvertently kill some great ideas just in the sheer bureaucratic process that is set up to try to winnow them down. Because as a practical matter, nobody's smart enough, nobody knows what's really going to work unless you try things. Much of innovation and much of entrepreneurial success is about serendipity. It's about creating maximum opportunities for creative collisions of ideas and resources and markets to coalesce around something that after the fact you say, oh, wow, that's a big innovation, thank you very much, or that's a huge new business success. So there's an example of somebody running a very large, complicated organization who has brought this message into terms that people across his enterprise can understand. There are many other examples of people that use different facets of their encounter with the other F word to reinforce a culture of acceptable risk-taking and experimentation. There's a company that's a world leader in medical products, dental products, veterinary products called Henry Schein Company. And its CEO talks regularly about an incident that happened almost 25 years ago, which was an existential threat to that business, brought about by their own mistakes. They made a commitment to a massive new IT system that, like many others, in fact, about 62% of most IT projects fail. They had their own experience with a self-imposed failure that almost took the company down. But it became a rallying point for everybody in that organization, from the CEO down to their stock order people in their warehouses, to fix the problem, rolled up their shirt sleeves, worked 24 hours a day for weeks on end to turn that situation around. And that became one of the hallmarks of the culture of that company, even a generation later. An example of how you can use encountering failure and overcoming failure as a way to reinforce some of the core values of what your company stands for and is capable of dealing with in the future, should anything like that, or hopefully with lesser consequences, happen to you in the future, which of course it will.